coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Quick completion to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Houston wants to play fast. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch her.
They go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Adams. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10. Quick strike complete. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. No huddle here for the offense.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Houston going up tempo.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Cougars started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Oh, he missed it. No good. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down, looking for more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got a man. It's Dawkins.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Houston wants to play fast. Moving out to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Houston going up tempo. Caught behind the line. It's Adams. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Breaks into the open on the left. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for it.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Adams. a big stiff arm. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Houston will snap it in the red zone. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to barge in. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their